Welcome to the Carnivore podcast. It is Friday, done with work, headed home, loving life, and I'm just excited. It's the start of the weekend. You know, I haven't ate anything all day. I got this enormous ribeye roast that I actually bought at the start of December, right? Because it was on sale. And whenever I see sales, I go crazy. And I buy in bulk. I don't just get one and no, I start doing the math. And I bought, to put it this way, normally, right? A ribeye. Now, right now, we're in March 20th, 2026, is typically, it ranges from $18.99 to $32.99 a pound. Think about that for a second, how crazy that is. Okay, so now, in December, they had, you know, the Christmas special and whatnot. They had these enormous roasts for $9.99 a pound. I bought, so much, a lot. So I have actually enough until May. Believe it or not, you're going to think I'm crazy. We're in March, at the end of March. So right now, I have to chop up. Normally I do like an inch and a half thick. I cut out the bone, so I'll make like dinosaur ribs, which I think I made a video of. And right now I have it thawing. So by the time I get home, just chop it up. I'm good to go. It's just, when you go to the store and they try to go over on you, and it just doesn't make any sense why meat has been so expensive. I honestly feel they're catching on to us carnivores. The way that, all right, if you incorporate more ruminant meats, you're going to be healthier. All right, how do you combat that, right? If you're the pharmaceutical companies, agriculturals, you're going to up the price. You want people to stay away from things that make you whole. It's so diabolical if you think about it. Why? Why go to that extreme and increase? And then they're saying, cow farts. It's messing up the ozone. It's holes everywhere because of these poor animals that can't contain themselves because they're eating grass. Or they say, you know what? There's not a lot of cows left. And there's a supply and demand. When did this happen? When did we start becoming so oblivious to the nonsense that they're spewing? There's so much cows. So much. I'm just speechless. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm so done with all the nonsense. So that's why, whenever I see a deal, I'm going all out and buying as many as I can. Now, is it expensive? To some it might be, and I get it. I fully understand. Look, in order to preserve the ribeye roast that I bought, I've been eating ground beef. I've been eating some sardines and whatnot. That's okay. That's no problem whatsoever. It's just, I look at it like this. I work hard. And my previous lifestyle, it was Friday, 5 p.m., going out with friends, drinking, eating, drinking more, eating, then late night binging. It tallies up. Bad health tallies up, however you break it down. So now when I compare the two, Carnivore is actually cheaper. When you find the right deal, don't pass it up. I find it so funny though, whenever I buy ground meat, The 85-15, is it the 85-15? 85-15 ratio, 85 lean, 15 fat, is more expensive than the 80-20. Like, what I mean by expensive is $10 less expensive. So if it's more leaner, it's $10 more. They haven't caught on yet when it comes to that. It hasn't caught on. So that's why I get the ground meat. I put it in my freezer, which I would love to make another investment this year in a bigger freezer. I'm actually thinking about buying half of a cow. I've been saving up. I'm like, hey, why not? I don't like organ meat. Not a big fan, even though, my family's from Argentina and they're big on that. I don't like the taste. Not a big fan of liver. Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm not. Oh, yeah, but you haven't tried it like this. I tried it every which way. I tried even with ketchup. Nothing. It's just so disgusting for me. But I've heard that if they grind it with ground meat, like chuck roast or whatever the case is, it tastes better. Like, you don't even taste it. I'm like, all right, cool. I have another question as well, a little off topic. What's up with the yellow cheese? Right? Like, I get it, if you can tolerate it or whatever, but don't you want to get away from that? Like, I understand if you're going to go mozzarella or other cheeses, but why even dabble with something that's fabricated? I don't understand why even tampering with American cheese is a smart way to go. You know for a fact that it's one of the precursors that got you into the mess in the first place. And I'm not talking about allergies. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm just talking about, as a carnivore, are we thinking twice about this? Why would we even entertain something that's synthetic? Hey, you want to go provolone? You want to go caciocavallo? Fine, that's cool. At least it's a natural process. But American cheese, get away from that, because these are small, subtle gateway foods that bring you back, and they lure you back into that lifestyle that you were in before carnivore. Like, just be careful. You don't need it. That's the beauty of carnivore. It makes you so cognizant of asking yourself that question: do I need this? What will this do to me? Like, I see a lot of people that I highly respect. I love these people. They're awesome. But, like, they're somewhere out and about, and they're still getting their hamburgers from McDonald's, or I get it. If you have no other option, that's what it is. But why place the American cheese on there? Because it tastes good. Again, this is what it's all about. Tasting good. Tasting good. But if it does you harm, it's venom. It's poison. Now, if it tastes kind of like liver, but it does good to you, I mean, you got to weigh the consequences. It tastes bad, but overall, it's making me run on optimal health. Tastes so good. Yellow cheese. It's rotting inside your colon. Just be careful, fellow carnivores, falling into that trap of, I'm going to Wendy's, I'm going to get the Baconator. Be careful with the bacon. It's loaded with sugar. Then, with American cheese, just, if you do that, right? If you go that route, make a mental note, right? are you going to eat it again tomorrow? Because if you find yourself there at a Wendy's 3 days in a row, what are we doing here? Ask yourself that question. They must be putting something in the meat, number one. That's a given. And then compile it with the yellow cheese. Something's off here. I don't know. Guys, just be wary, because it took you this long to get off this hamster wheel, off this zombie cell type of movement. All it takes is just something small, just like yellow cheese, to get you back into that vortex of where you were before. Just be careful. Wow, there's so many potholes here. Anyway, God bless. Later.